Hey everyone, welcome to episode 86 of The Twim Show. This is your host Sajid Islam, and today I'll be going over the notable news and updates in the digital marketing space from the week of December 6, 2021. So, first of all, today we're going to start off with Pinterest and some predictions. So Pinterest has gone ahead and published trends to watch for in 2022. Now, one thing I want to add at the top, at the beginning, is that these trends in the past has been quite accurate to the tune of 80%, because when Pinterest last year published some report that says, hey, our prediction for 2020 was 80% accurate, and now, obviously we are in 2021, we are looking at predictions for 2022. So what can you do with these predictions? A whole lot of things, because Pinterest has basically launched a mini site and broken down that site and sections by 35 different categories based on things that are not in trend, but Pinterest thinks are going to be in trend. And keep in mind, last year they had 30 trends. This year it's gone up by 5 more trends, which brings them to 35. So the link is in our show notes page. Go ahead and check it out. Again, if you are someone who is in marketing space or a small business owners and you want to see what's going to take off, this is the thing you need to check out. Okay. With that, let's move on to the next update from Pinterest, which is Pinterest has acquired this video creation tool called Vochi. Now, normally I would not cover this kind of updates just because it does not directly affect a small business marketing. But however, there is a reason why I'm covering this. I'm covering this because it kind of tells us, the listeners, as well as people in the space, that look, video is here to stay. We have seen the rise of video. We have seen how Instagram, from a photo sharing app to become a video sharing app to something else. But video has been pivotal and has been the thing that's driving the change. Pinterest has always been all about, curation, and it's all about images. Now Pinterest is also moving into video to the tune of where they're acquiring a third-party tool that they're going to kind of bring into their app and basically give us the capability to edit videos within the Pinterest app, right? So this is key. Do not look things at the surface. I would say think of the reasons and where the industry is moving in. So if video is not part of your marketing stack, part of your marketing strategy, then this is a high time to kind of say, you know what, we need to bring video back and we need to move. That's all there is to this update, and this is why I'm covering it. Make sure you have a video as part of your marketing strategy, okay? Especially for small businesses. Next up, Facebook has launched this thing called professional profiles for creators. Now, what are these? Let me explain this to you. Facebook has realized a lot of these creators this day and age are not creating professional pages. They're basically, creating and promoting the stuff from their own personal profile. Now, in the past, Facebook has gone ahead and, deleted or banned some of these profiles for doing whatever they're doing. And now Facebook is realizing, this is bullshit, right? And again, Facebook didn't say that. I'm just saying, me putting myself in the Facebook shoes and say, this is BS. Why are we doing this? So now they have said, hey, there is an option, toggle switch. You can go to your profile and you can say you are a professional creator and turn it on. And if you do that, you're going to able to see some stats and insights on, such as audience, profile insights, and other monetization features all in one place. Facebook is doing it for a couple of reasons. Number one, they're not telling us this, but eventually once you have that, they will probably be able to bring in ads, more ad inventory by offering up new ad types. Again, mark this episode, which is episode 6, when Facebook does do ads into these professional profiles and all this targeting. I'm going to come back and refer to this episode, but that's besides the point. For now, go ahead and take advantage of it, because like with anything we have seen, if this is something new, Facebook will go ahead and give you the reach and the stuff that you need to grow your account. So when life gives you lemon, make lemonade with it. That's the same philosophy. Facebook is creating something new. Again, this is not available to everyone. This is given professional profiles has been given to select profiles in the US. So if you have that, go ahead and take advantage of it. Grow your presence. If not, keep an eye out when it comes out. Be one of the first few to adopt it. Go ahead, build your following, build your reach, and then when it's kind of Facebook throttles it down, go ahead and move on to something new that Facebook is going to come up with, right? But Facebook has realized pages do not really work, so let's tell people, hey, go ahead and let's create creator profiles, professional profiles for creators. Okay. With that, next up from Facebook front, we have Facebook launches Starfest to increase donations and audience. So what are stars? Stars are essentially a virtual currency that can be purchased in various bundles which then enables Facebook users to allocate them to creators via live stream. So here's something very interesting, right? And I've seen before you say, hey, who's going to use Starface and things like that, I've seen again in the adult industry on Instagram. What the hell am I talking about, right? So I've seen a lot of ladies who will dress up in a not so professional way and do lives and basically have their fans interact with them. And literally, I am telling you, this is soft porn on Instagram, right? So before you say who's going to use Starfest, I can pretty much assure you there are a lot of people who are going to take advantage of it in many different ways, where they're going to be able to interact with the star, the performer, and in the process they're going to basically transfer wealth or transfer money from one end, the viewer, the watcher, the audience, to the creator, right? So up until that thing, and up until the time that I saw that happening on Instagram, I didn't really realize who is going to use these features. But then I realized there is a donation. And then obviously there are good causes as well, right? Imagine if you had a star, your favorite pop star, whether it's Drake or whether it's Beyonce, doing a concert, a charity concert, you could transfer money over to them. So there are pluses everywhere and there are minuses as well. But what Facebook is trying to do is basically try to push people into virtual currency, because now when they do that, the money stays within Facebook and there's a lot more. So Facebook becomes like a virtual currency hub, right? Where I see a lot of potentials. But again, the other drawback I see of Facebook is that what if they ban your account, right? And, before you say, well, that can never happen, it has happened. It has happened to people I know. It has happened to leaders that they did not conform to Facebook's whatever reasons, right? And that's why they have an oversight board now. So imagine this, if your account somehow get banned for whatever reason, the money goes where? So again, folks, it's my job to bring the news to you and kind of analyze it and give it to you. So I've given it to you. You do what works for you. Again, I'm not a big fan of Facebook just because it has a very opaque enforcement rules, where they enforce one set of rules to one set of people, and then they'll give other people big broad play pass. So other than that, nothing else. Let's move on to the next update. Twitter is extending their access to Spaces recording to people who are not even part of Twitter. Again, we've covered this in the past, where Twitter has rolled out to Spaces, and then we said to Spaces, anyone on the web can listen to it, and I kind of like that. Now they're giving that access to recording feature as well. In a way, it's good news for Twitter, because Twitter is finding ways to kind of grow their footprint of their ecosystem. Clubhouse started the whole audio revolution. I'm not sure where Clubhouse is. We don't cover Clubhouse anymore. I don't see Clubhouse is kind of going away, fading away, where Twitter is very much making improvements to Spaces and making it more usable. Okay, that's all there is. Next up is Snapchat, which is Snap Unveils, a 523 content accelerator program. Again, why I'm covering it, it's not because, hey, Snap did something great. It is The program is mainly towards minority-owned businesses and operated by individuals who identify themselves as Black, Hispanic, Asian, Indigenous, Middle Eastern, non-binary, LGBTQ+, women, veterans, or having a disability, right? So it's mainly geared towards small businesses. But what is interesting to me is, and where the trend is and where the industry is going, is that they are actually helping small companies to create content. So folks, you see where the industry is shifting. It's becoming content focused. All these programs are creating, like, YouTube has a program. I believe Pinterest has a program. I believe TikTok has a program. Facebook also created creator programs. But this one is the first of its kind where they're basic, and LinkedIn has one. And this is the first of its kind where it's focused on agency and focused on create content that can actually be shown on the Snapchat Discover tab. So what this is all about is video is key, crucial, and content is crucial. That's what's going into 2022, and this is actually perfect time because we have like 15 more or so days left before the year ends. This is a crucial time for us to look at it, like, what are we going to do in 2022 besides the regular advertising and marketing, is that we should focus on content. That's the takeaway from this update. Okay, next up. This is from Microsoft, new marketing with purpose, business attributes, showcase brand values. And Microsoft basically advertising has added different categories, four new attributes or categories that joins the 32 marketing with purpose, business attributes that Microsoft had introduced in September. And that was covered in our show as well. What this does, it helps you to stand out from all the other businesses, because we realized and we noticed that, businesses, small businesses, that people like to support small businesses that are like, with a particular background, whether it's Black, LGBTQ, or Asian. And, you want to showcase it, do it. Unfortunately, that option is not yet available in Google Ads. However, if I can look through my crystal ball, I know Google is going to copy that as well, because these days the platforms and all these platforms are copying each other. That's all they're doing, nothing else. Okay. With that, last update of this week is Google Ads image extensions are now available on desktop devices. If you remember, if not, Google introduced image extensions for mobile back in May 2021. And now Google is bringing it to desktop. Why do you care? Why should you care? Only because now when your search results show up, there can be an image next to it. This is great things for certain products where an image can help you get that click, close that sale, make some revenue, right? So this is Google's way of combating Facebook, I guess, and Instagram, because Facebook and Instagram is such a visual, you get to see the product. However, they're two different ecosystems, right? Facebook is more discovery, where we target people based on, their interest, whereas Google is more like you go and search for a problem, search for educational information, and off comes your ad. So it's more targeted in one way. But, and they both have the pros and cons. I'm not going to say one is better than the other. But definitely image extensions are an extra power to your Google Ads. I like that. Okay. With that, folks, that's it for this week in marketing. Now you know everything you need to know. Once again, this is your host Aziz Islam signing off. Until next week. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you for tuning in this week. It was a pleasure to serve you all. Hit the subscribe button so that you remember to sign on next week. Same place, same time for another round of This Week in Marketing.